Hello guys, welcome to day 2 of our beginners yoga. So we'll start again today in easy pose. So just coming to our mat and sitting in that cross-legged position. So I hope you enjoyed yesterday, our first day, and we went just through some basics to get going. So today we'll start off again with our breathing. We'll start with the second breathing that we did yesterday, and in case you didn't join in yesterday's or couldn't make it, I'll be counting you through it anyway and guiding you so you can just follow the cues. So here as we come to our seated position, crossing our legs, just ensuring that our spine is nice and tall and supported. How can we help that? Bringing your hands and just moving your bum to either side to make sure that your sit bones are grounding down into the earth is a really nice way as we start. Also bringing your hands to your shoulders and just encouraging them to draw back and down, helping you have that nice tall posture and elongated spine. And by doing so as well, we're encouraging our neck to be in neutral and our head supported. From here, we're going to just gently go through some breathing. So we'll start today with some equal inhales and exhales, and we'll just hold at the top for a couple of breaths as well. So again, this technique is nice to just calm our nervous system, calm any excited energy, be it happy excitement or agitation or anxiety or stress. So it's just nice and calming, helps the body to come into balance, which is a great way to come to our physical practice. So we'll bring our palms to our knees, thumb to forefinger if you're comfortable like this, and our 3 fingers out long. From here, we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yesterday we mentioned strong foundations, and in yoga I suppose we're working with this idea of building strong roots from the ground up. So first of all, we want to get our nice solid base, and as we're moving through our practice as well, we start with some warming up, then we move into oftentimes we move into then more challenging standing poses, and then we start to cool down. So today in our warming up, we're going to do again just some nice little stretches for our neck and shoulder region. So we'll bring our left hand out to the floor, fingertips down, and our right hand out, and we'll just draw our right ear towards our right shoulder. So as we press through those left fingertips and draw our ear in the opposite direction, you'll probably notice quite an intense stretch along the left side of your neck, maybe running into your upper shoulder area. And as you notice that, instead of attaching, I suppose, any negative feelings to it, just trying to breathe space in there, just trying to encourage space and ease into that tension. And maybe a little smile as well. So you're giving time now to stretching out this area where you can notice by the strain you're feeling is in need of a stretch. Then bring your head through center and opposite direction, drawing our left ear to our left shoulder, really pressing through the right fingertips. So now you might notice on the right hand side, and it's very normal as well that one side may be more tense than another, especially in a pose like this, where you might be inclined to rest your phone between your ear and your shoulder on one side in particular. And again, just accepting where the body's at. Breathing space into the area. If the deep breathing allows you to go deeper, then you can start to tilt a little bit more. And then coming back to center. From here we'll take a nice little twist, nice and detoxifying for our body as we're starting today. So we bring our left hand to our left knee. Now before we do anything else, I want to make sure that you're not crouching over like this, or that you're not straining your neck. So what you want to do is just start to reach around very gently with your right hand and placing it on the ground. Don't worry how far behind it goes, just very gently. And now from here I want you to just turn from your core, from your center region. So you're initiating that twist from your center region, nice and supported. And now if your body is asking you to do so, if you can feel comfort in that, you can move your right hand further behind you and go deeper into the twist. Again, left hand to right knee all the time. Your gaze is out over your right shoulder, just down towards the ground. And you're just breathing in and out here, nice and easy, nice and gentle. Noticing that twist is in your core region. Nice little detox. And again, ensuring there's no strain. Inhale and exhale. From here, very gently, let go of the release on the ground, come back to center. So before we move to the other side, just do some gentle shoulder shrugs. So we'll inhale as we draw our shoulders towards your ears, tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw our shoulders towards our ears, tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, drawing our shoulders to our ears, tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. So again, nice to just ease out tension that we're carrying in our shoulders. This time, right hand comes to right knee, nice and gentle, part one. Left hand on the ground. So no twisting really as such yet. Now from here we're going to initiate that twist from our spine. So if you just take a look at the video, watching my spine turning around. As the spine turns, I allow the neck and the head to follow. From here, if my body is allowing me to do so, I turn a little bit more, really pressing into the left fingertips on the ground behind me, gazing over my left shoulder, down at the ground, and breathing space and awareness into my center region. Inhale and exhale, coming back to center. Well done. So how about some cats and cows like we did yesterday? So coming on to all fours. So as I said, this is a very, very typical one that we go through, especially towards the beginning of practice. So here we have our wrists beneath our shoulders, our knees beneath our hips, our spine long and supported. And then we'll just very gently begin to curl up through our spine as we move into our cow pose. Really, really tilting that tailbone, then gradually coming through our middle upper back, stretching our neck back, bringing your gaze to the sky, and pause. And as we exhale, we start to tuck, bringing that tailbone in, arching through our mid-back, upper back, shoulders, allowing our head to drop and our chin to draw towards chest. Cat pose. On the inhale, nice and gently as we move forward into cow pose again, curling up to our spine nice and gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, so there's no rush here. And maybe taking a little pause at the top, giving your tail a little wag, and then on the exhale, we'll release and drawing back through the center, allowing our chin to come to chest finally. And we'll do that 2 more times, so curling through our spine. Now you're probably getting familiar with the movement, just nice and gradual, nice massage, warm up. And exhale as we tuck. Pressing through our shins and our arms, our hands to get that extra arch. Head drops. And then on the inhale we come back through cow position. Allowing your gaze to be the last to come up. And on the exhale moving back into cat. Arching through our spine, pressing through our hands, gaze down. And then back into our neutral tabletop position. Nice, guys. So from here we're going to stand up. So just tucking your toes, walking your feet in and coming to the center of your mat facing forward. So I think this is important to do towards the beginning of class, just to give you an idea of your balance and your roots and the strength that you're getting from the ground up in your poses. So we're working with 3 points mainly: the knuckle under our big toe, the knuckle under our baby toe, and the center of our heel in both foot. So it makes a triangle shape. And what you want to do here is, when you're in your standing pose, you want to just adjust your feet so that you notice yourself pressing into all these 3 points. So knuckle of big toe, knuckle of baby toe, and center of heel. And just as you press in there, notice how it gives support up through your legs, into your center area, into your spine, into your arms. So it just draws up energy through the whole body. And this is a good place to move in our standing poses. So while we're here, we'll practice mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you're standing, pressing through these 3 points in your feet. As you do this, you want to make sure that your hips are facing forward. So you can bring your hand to the outside of your hip and see if they're in a straight direction. So you want them straight out in front of you. As well, we want our hips to be nice and balanced. So we don't want to be going out like this. We don't want to be tucking back like this. We want to be in a more or less neutral position. So how can we do that? What we'll do is we'll just start to gently rock from side to side. And then we'll gently rock forward and back. Maybe lifting our toes, lifting our heels slightly. Just a few times. And then we'll start to draw circles in one direction. And draw circles in the other direction. And gently making those circles smaller and smaller. Slowing them down until you come to a still. When you come to that still, I want you to now press through those 3 points in both feet again. Place your hands on your hips and try to find that neutral position. Once you have that, encourage your spine to be nice and tall and stacked above your hips. Bring your hands to your shoulders, draw them down and back. Very useful at the start because we're so used to hunching over on computers and laptops as we're sitting down. We're not used to having that nice tall spine. So just helping out a little bit here for yourself. Bring your hands down by your side, your palms face forward, your gaze straight ahead, mountain pose. Lovely, strong, empowering pose, connecting us with nature and connecting us down to the earth through our feet. From here, we'll take a nice deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pause. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we'll inhale as we draw our arms up overhead, bring our palms together. We'll exhale as we bring our hands to heart center. Inhale as we draw our hands up, allow our gaze to follow. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale, draw our hands up, gaze to follow. Exhale, heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, drawing our hands up, allowing gaze to follow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, drawing hands up, gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see me a little bit more easily. So from here, we'll drop our hands. We'll raise our hands, we'll draw them together, allow our gaze to follow. And this time we'll bring our hands out to the side and we're going to hinge from our hips and we're going to swan dive forward. So we're allowing our upper body to just fall in the direction of the ground, bringing our hands down in front of us, bringing that bend back into our knees like we practiced yesterday. So we're back in our standing forward fold and we're back working through our sun salutations again in these movements. So for here, you can let your hands just dangle down if you want. If you prefer, you can bring your hand to your opposite elbow. And again, you just sway here from side to side. For a couple more breaths. Then from here, we're going to come into monkey. So monkey or flat back is the one we did yesterday, where we straighten up through our back, maybe straightening our legs if we can, bringing our hands to the floor or shins or thighs. So starting off, thighs or shins might be the best bet, whichever allows us to have that nice flat back. And as you rest them here, making sure to keep that connection with the earth through your 3 points of alignment in your feet, knuckle of big toe, little toe and center of heel. Your gaze is down, straight in front of your face, at the ground beneath you. And you're inhaling and exhaling here. From here, you're going to put a bend in your knees and allow your hands to come down again. So from here, we're just going to walk our hands forward. We're going to walk our feet back and we're going to come into a down dog. So for a down dog, we have our hands shoulder distance apart. We're pressing through all 10 knuckles. We're allowing our head to drop down between our hands. Our feet are hip distance apart or slightly closer together, whichever is more comfortable for you. Your back is nice and long and elongated and your hips are high. If you find it hard to keep this position, bring a bend into your knees. So you want to keep the length in your back and your spine. So for an adjustment, bringing that bend into the knees might just make it a little bit more comfortable, a little bit easier to hold. Also, maybe you find that the down dog is too long, so you might want to walk your feet in slightly, just as you're beginning. So any adjustment you need, taking it now. And once you have your down dog position, we'll just gently start to walk by bending and straightening back and forth between our right and our left leg. Building strength here in your entire body and releasing any tension. Stretching out our hamstrings. And then maybe coming to a still. So again, if you want to bring that little bent leg position into your down dog, your gaze is down, pressing through the balls of your feet, pressing into all 10 knuckles in your hand, and breathing here. From here, We're going to walk our hands in a couple of feet, walk our feet in, and we're going to come back into that forward fold, opposite arm to opposite arm. And from here we'll come to sit down in the centre of our mat again. So just a little stretch for our hips finally today. So again, sitting down, readjusting our seated position, moving our bum to the side if we need to, bringing our legs wide and drawing our feet in together so the soles of our feet are sitting into each other. Interlacing our fingers and drawing them underneath our feet, and then pressing our feet into our hands as we draw our feet in towards our body. As you draw the feet in and as you press the feet into the hand, allow the soles of the feet to open like a book. And with this action, you'll notice that your hips, so from here, might start to drop down even a little, and they'll start to open very nice and gently. And what we're going to do just to help that opening is we're actually going to do some little flutters like a butterfly. So we're just going to keep that position with the hands around the feet, and we're just going to gently just bring some movement into the legs, just up and down, up and down. You might notice now you're starting to feel this in the hips. That's great. You're working them. Just a few more times, and then relax. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. From here we'll come back into easy pose. Just crossing over your legs. Come into that nice seated position. So well done, guys. So excellent on getting through day 2. So we started adding mountain pose today, which is another typical movement that we come back to all of the time in our yoga classes. It's a nice way to work on our alignment, to make sure that we get strong position in our feet, and to make sure that we have a nice good posture. So that will help us with all the movements as we go forward. I hope you're enjoying the class so far. Any comments, any questions, please leave them below, and I'll do my best to get back to all of them. And I hope you have a great day. As you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, in your heart, in your body and soul. Namaste.